Alright, show me the Awu. Holy shit, her dash looks fucking weird. Oh, she's got a fucking sniper rifle? Yo. That's kind of lit, actually.
Things are about to get real interesting.
Oh, it auto shifts you. Okay, her range is so short when she's in this form. Alright. Melee damage on enemies in front of you. Receive a heal for the portion of the damage dealt. The damage increased the lower health they have. 8% missing health is damage. Okay, it scales off melee. 40% lifesteal. Oh, that's in the wolf form. Okay. It's a different ability when you're in the other form. Okay, so she has 2 sets. Dealing damage generates bloodlust increase at low health. At max bloodlust, you automatically cast Lycan Curse, so you can't stop this from happening. Instantly transform, gaining max HP, movement speed, and a stacking fire rate on enemy heroes, and replacing your abilities and weapon with the ferocious versions. Okay? So 3 MS, 30% of health is healing. You also get 15 bonus health per boon. And your fire rate scale... Well, I mean, 80 fire rate is so fucking much. There's no way you would care about scaling Spear just for that. So 20 resist, you heal for a metric fuck ton. She has 7's animation right now, seems unfinished, yeah. Well, I mean, she's a character with 2 ability sets, so it makes sense that she wouldn't have everything finished. Alright, instantly reload your gun. You gain bonus fire rate and deal bonus damage based on a target's health for a limited number of shots, but suffer from reduced accuracy. Okay, so this work like Mirage thing? Hold on. Oh my goodness. It's like a rapid fire. Hold on. Okay, and then it automatically transforms, and you turn into this thing. This gives you the bite. Yeah, so that's just like a... Alright, let's dash forward and kick the first enemy. Marking them. How long does the mark last? 3 seconds. Okay, so basically you would just like kick in like that and you hit your reload and you just shoot him really fast like that. This is, oh shit, it automatically transformed me. Oh, it's a disarm. Interesting. So 1 point is 15 extra resist. Second point is 3 extra MS and 125 bonus health. And then on hero kill refreshes abilities, duration, and transformation heal. Good lord, that's a lot of stuff. Man, this is actually a giga fucking slow for... That is a huge slow. So for 1 point, you get a 45% slow. And they can't jump or use stamina. And the second point is 2.25. Yo, this ability is so fucking annoying. What? I hate this skill. Remove it. So wait, how much health does she have when she has all this stuff? Hold on. Oh, this gives you 2 stam. 15-second cooldown gives you 2 stam. 20-second cooldown for this. 30% weapon damage. If you hit all shots, deal plus 10% current health as damage. Oh my god, that's such heavy burst. Oh, did I miss one? I think I missed one. It seems like you transform pretty fucking fast. Like, you don't really get to spend much time out, like, in your actual gun form. Her abilities flow pretty well, though. They're really fast. Like, as soon as you use Leap, you can pretty much tail whack instantly. And this is minus 70 fucking percent movement speed and a 3.5 second disarm. You cannot run away from this character, by the way. This character will literally chase you to the fucking well. It's like Drifter 2.0. And she does better Drifter. She has probably roughly around the same amount of damage. I think the one thing that she has over Drifter is that her kit, like outside of wolf form, is just way more useful. Like, she has a dash that Drifter does not have. This thing also gives you stamina. This thing is just like crazy amount of burst if you hit all the shots. There is a chance you'll miss though, because the minus 25% accuracy, that's just like inherent to the ability. And like Bola, this ability maxed is literal AIDS. Like 3 targets, none of them can move for 2.25 seconds. They can't use any stam and they cannot jump. It's basically a fucking stun. Like,
I'll get him. Back off. They asked for this.
that is actually so far. Holy fuck. Time to goon. Yeah. You obviously you want to line up your abilities a bit. So like, the interesting part about this character is you can't really choose when you're gonna be in your other form. So, like, essentially what you would want is you would just Bola as soon as you're gonna transform. So you could see it building up, right? Like, even just hitting that almost gives me the transform. I hit one more bullet, I'm basically gonna get in. So you burst, and then you would throw a Bola, and then the curse would basically happen while they're still rooted, because it's like 2 seconds. And then you would have like all your new abilities, and you would just combo them. This character is gonna absolutely fucking shit on people, by the way. She does so much damage. Like, her damage output is going to be absolutely insane. You're just going to explode to this thing. And the leap is really insane, too.
There's no way in hell you guys.
Managing all will be kind of rough. It's not that rough.
I'm ready. You shouldn't have pushed me.
It's like something like that. Because I think in the human form, I think the dash in the human form gives a damage thing, and then you get the other okay, so like basically what I assume is gonna happen if you want to like min-max it is you're gonna build up your stacks. You're gonna dash in, use your triple shot Bola in the time that it takes you to go backwards, and then you'll transform and get the other dash. Yeah, because this is this debuffs and gives you your stamina back. So like, you're like shooting a guy or whatever, your fire rate's super turbo shit, but it's fine. Okay, he died too fast, but you get the idea. The Bola would have hit, and then you transform when you're at distance, and you just like leap back in like that. You also pretty much have to buy anti-heal against this hero. How do we build her? So, I'm kind of feeling like you don't really want to build melee stuff, even though her abilities do scale off melee and ult form. You probably just buy generic weapon damage, because again, you can't really control when you transform. But there are going to be times when you're just like, you know, farting around and like shooting people randomly like this. But that would be what the combo looks like to get into your ult, right? And then when your ult pops, you just go back in. Let's see what they recommend. So, I guess the uptime on your ult is going to be fairly significant. What's the transformation time here? Okay, so like if you buy duration, you're pretty much going to be in your wolf form like most of the game. Yeah, you have to understand though, her leap is so far.
I'm on it. Ready to open fire.
Like it's so fucking far. Like this wolf dash thing, it's crazy far. Like you have probably one of the best gap closes in the game. Like that actually hit. And the cooldown is only 7 seconds, so... But when you're not in ult form, you don't really gain value from these items. Honestly, I could see you doing like... okay, hold on. Alright, what would I buy here? I could see Resto Shot. Resto Shot for sure. Would I close quarters? I mean, you definitely could. Do I want anything else from the tier 1s here? Probably not. I mean, you can't go wrong with like these 3 items. They're just like generally good every game. And if you want movement speed, you could buy this too. Like this is just a generically, it's kind of green heavy. But the problem is, I mean, headshot booster is still probably fine for lane. And monster rounds are always great too, so you could buy those if you want. This isn't in any particular order, by the way. This is just like stuff you could buy. Yo, how do I fucking... Oh, fuck. Would you buy any purples? Let's check her spirit scaling again. Okay, so there's no spirit scaling on this at all. This is probably not worth scaling because the mark duration is only 3 seconds, so that's kind of shit. Bullet is only 1. Okay, so spirit is just like, it doesn't really fucking matter for this character. Her spirit spike means nothing. Like, it does so little. Yeah, it does very little. This character, if she does buy any of these items, she is probably only going to ever buy tier 1, like Rusted Barrel, maybe. Oops, forgot to click the thing. Like, you could maybe justify a Spirit Strike, but the problem is you're not going to be dealing any melee damage until you're in your ult form. So I would probably only ever consider buying Rusted Barrel. And then, let's see, add category. She's probably a stabber character. Fleetfoot is going to be great too, no matter what. And then slowing could be big. I could see slowing. I could also see Swiss Striker. This is probably all she would buy. You don't really need ammo on this hero, because you get a free reload from your 1. This hero's insane. Yeah. This hero is very good. I'm just like generally thinking about what I would buy on her when I play her. All right, tier 2s. Vest is probably fine. I should make like a category for the situationals. Hold on. Wait, what? I can't put it up there? Yo, is the thing still bugged? We have to do it in order? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I know what they're there for. Got the right category selected? I did, okay. So you can put your shieldings in here, heal bin. Then in the base category, you have lifesteal, this. I don't really think she would ever buy enchanters. Shredder goes in there. This goes in situationals. Does it get spirit res? Yeah, well, her spirit scaling is kind of whatever. So I'm only putting, like, you know, situational for Hex and then Rusted Barrel maybe. I should put this down here. Like these, I think you could pretty much buy every game and it's fine. Hedgehog Booster, K-Dash, Fleet into Mag. I actually, okay, so I don't really think she's a K-Dash buyer. I mean, I'm fine with like extra stam into like sub stam, but I don't really know if I love K-Dash. Fleet is fine. Sub duration 1600. Oh, you mean for her 4, yeah. Or her ulti, yeah. Does that give you 100% uptime? No, it doesn't. It's close though. Oh yeah, Bull is crazy. I read that skill and I was like, wait a minute. This is just a 3-man stun. Wait, they can't do anything, guys. It is definitely a crazy skill. I think that's it for the tier 2s. Alright, hold on, I gotta rename these. This character actually probably benefits from superior duration more than a lot of the other characters in the game. And I think her damage output is so high that she might not actually need that many more gun items. But we'll see, hold on. Burst Fire's gotta go crazy on her, right? Two times effective damage with the fire rate stacking and ulti? Yeah. That's why I think Burst Fire is going to be nuts, because you get the stacking thing, and then you get the Burst Fire trigger, because your ulti goes off in like the first 2 seconds of you fighting, you know? So you get your Burst Fire and your Awu form, and you just fucking crush it. Hollow Point's always insane. Would this character actually buy Toxic? I don't know. You can melee during her wolf form too to proc everything off of that too. Yeah, this character is going to be OP for sure. I think it's not really even a question. I think I'm going to put Hunters in situational. Kind of depends on the game, but I could definitely see her buying it. I'll put Toxic in there too. Okay, T3s. Do we just say Fury Trance? This item is fucking giga. I need to make this category bigger. There's so many goddamn situationals I need to do. K-Dash needed to play in human form. Doubles mag. Okay, so like, hear me out. I don't think your fire rate in human form matters at all. Because your 1 basically resets, and if you hit any bullets at all with your skills, you are transforming no matter what. You literally will not transform. Like, you have to. If you hit any bullets at all with your 1 and you hit a bola and your dash, you are going to be wolf form. There is no escaping it. So I just think in that sense, you're better off having something like superior stamina. Because like once you're in that form, all you really care about is being as close as possible to the target. And I don't really see K-Dash doing a better job of that. And you will not need the fire rate if you have burst fire and your ult. Like, your fire rate will be like giga overcap. Like, there's no way you're getting effective damage from how much fire rate you'll have. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting plus 80 something with almost no items. And then you're getting a stacking fire rate on top of that, plus you'd have burst fire. So, like, I don't know. I feel like you just buy Enduring Substam, and then whatever greens you need to live. That's kind of how I see it. Although I do think Fury Trance is nice because it's your lifesteal upgrade. Although I'm not really sure how much she even needs lifesteal. She might not even need it. Though why would you not buy it, I guess? And Fury Trance is just an insane item anyway, because it's just Spirit Res. Alright, purples. Do we care about CDR? I feel like it's redundant. I just feel like it's redundant. Like, you're gonna have so much mobility already, and your ulti is gonna be up like 24/7, and we already have duration. The only reason we would ever want CD is if we wanted shorter cooldowns on our items, or if we wanted to be able to do our leap more in wolf form. I just genuinely don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. 3-second chomp and wolf form does scaling damage. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to watch and play the character and see like where the majority of the damage is coming from to have a better understanding of like how to build her. But this is like, obviously there's a lot of items in here, but we can narrow it down the more we play. Okay. Can you even get a crippling pro? I should check and see if I can actually even get a headshot in.
Let's get to work. Honk.
I was expecting things to be a little tougher.
This is about to get messy.
Yeah, Berserk would be fine. Yeah, so you can't headshot in this form. That means that crippling is a waste. Actually, what's the debuff duration? 12 seconds? Okay, in theory, you could buy crippling and just shoot the guy in the head and then go back into wolf form and hit them. Like, you could do that. 12 seconds with increased duration is long enough. Oh yeah, I forgot to add weighted to this. That's true. Weighted is crazy. Six abilities Spellslinger? Yeah, but she's not going to benefit as much from fire rate as you think. Like, you guys have to understand that, like, there are diminishing returns on stuff like that. And she's basically already going to have so much fire rate just from her ult. Like, you just want damage, you want shred if you can get it, and then you want to be able to live. Yeah, and she doesn't even reload in wolf form. She's just hitting forever. So, like, two of the main selling points of Spellslinger are that characters that don't naturally get a lot of fire rate can get a shit ton of it for one item. And you also get giga reload. So characters like Warden, for example, really love that item because they have low cooldown abilities that they can just fucking spam. And then they do shit like buy Glass Cannon for 80% weapon damage plus investment, and then you just get a giga fire rate, right? Because you're throwing like 5-second cooldown flasks. I'm just not sure it would be great on her. I think there's probably other stuff you could buy. Honestly, a lot of the tier 4s for gun do not seem great on her. I could see you maybe buying crippling. Like, maybe? Like, you shoot them or whatever before you transform, you hit them with the bola, you get the trigger, and then you go into AoE mode. I mean, Glass Cannon has to be good on her. Silencer. I think Frenzy's kind of a dead item right now, I'm not gonna lie. I just think it's kind of a dead item. You guys have to remember, her ult form gives you so much resist anyway. So, like, you're getting a bajillion resist from being in the wolf form in the first place. The fire rate is very low value because you already have a ton. The spirit resist is already low value because you already have a ton. Her movement speed is also increased by her ult as well. I think it's +6. You're, like, pretty much already at diminishing returns at that point. Like, you're not going to get anything out of this item. It's very, very low value. Is Headhunter not good? We're kind of under the assumption that we're going to be spending a lot less time in gun form than we're going to be spending in wolf form. That's actually, we should hit some creeps to see if you transform hitting creeps. I also forgot to put Berserker in there. Berserker should be in this. Maybe it's situational, actually. I'm not sure if it is situational, though. I think she would buy Berserker every game. With the buffs, I think it's really good. Yeah, I think Berserker could be huge. Shadow Weave? No. Shadow Weave is fucking dog ass. No one buys that item. Alright, so that's it for the weapons, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything else in there. Now... I could see her being a Colossus buyer, low-key. I wonder how Kevlar interacts with her. That would be funny to see. She could buy Tempo, but I'm not really sure why you would. Inhib is just a crazy item. Jug is just good. Would she buy Siphon? I don't know. The green category is actually kind of stacked for this character. I feel like a lot of the items you could justify in some situations. Like, you could even justify buying stuff like Phantom periodically. What's a cooldown on Kevlar? It's like a minute. It's really long. Does Siphon work on the melee? Yeah, it should. Let's see.
I'm ready.
I gotta transform really
No way in
fast.
hell you gotta kill me.
Yeah, it works. Did I click the right category? Yeah, I did. Oh, I gotta fucking sell the item. I can't click it. Witchmail could actually be funny on her too. Because it would basically put her leap to like a 2-second cooldown. You would just be fucking awooing everywhere, man. This character probably needs Spellbreaker though, low-key. Alright, I'm making a Lightbringer build, guys. I just have every fucking item in the game. Alright, are there any purples that I would buy? Yeah, I think Witchmail, unironically, is very good on her because her ability cooldowns are actually so low already. Did I add it? No, let's add it. Purpels. I actually do not know if she would buy any of these. Maybe Scourge. Maybe. It's like the only one you would ever buy. Yeah, I think it's the only one you would ever buy. Everything else... Oh, yeah, Curse too, of course. Curse is OP. Curse and Scourge. Alright, can we slim this down at all? This is actually kind of a lot of items. Alright, so let's see... So we have 2 more slots. This is... We need 1.6 for the green. We're trying to figure out how our build order would actually look. Like, would we always buy all of these in lane? I think probably what I would end up doing is like Resto Shot. And then like maybe something like this. Like I think you could do this every game and it's fine. And then the other stuff is kind of just dependent on who you're laning against. Like if you have Warden or something, you buy this item or Bebop. If you're against Punchers, you buy Rebuttal. If you are just playing aggro and shit, you can buy this. You probably buy Close Quarters every game anyway, though. So this puts us at 2.4. That means... Okay, we would actually want to add 1 weapon item. That way the first T2 we buy puts us at the threshold. We could buy Headshot Booster as well for the lane. And that means as soon as we buy Stabber, we're at 4.8. And I think that's fine. The other alternative is we just skip 2 of these, so we like... Maybe we don't need Resto Shot and the lane's easy. And then we just go straight into Fleetfoot. Which would be nice, because that means that you'll have your ulti right around the time that you have Fleetfoot Stabber, and that's a pretty strong spike. Torment Pulse. The problem with Torment Pulse is her purple investment is fucking worthless. It doesn't do anything. Like, it gives her very, very small increases of damage on her abilities relative to the other stuff that you can invest in. Like, she probably has one of the worst, if not the worst, purple investments in the game. What's a threshold thing? So, per investment cost of an item, based on whatever they cost in the shop, obviously, you get additional benefits from having money spent in that category. So whether it be weapon, vitality, or spirit, you get additional benefits from having certain amounts of those items. So like in this case, I have 4.8k souls invested into gun. That's just like the total cost of all the gun items that I have, right? And that gives me an additional 49% weapon damage on top of the stuff that I already have. Might help the abysmal farm. I mean, her farming is pretty bad. Well, it should be pretty bad, actually. Hold on a second. I want to see something. Yeah. That's why people go for the 4.8s. That's why they talk about them so much, because you're getting a lot of value out of it. Yeah, this character does not farm camps. It's cool that you can do that. I mean, honestly, this doesn't really change that much. Like, all it means is that you're just going to be hitting more boxes, right? So, like, when characters like Drifter, for example, can't farm the jungle, what do? They hit more boxes, they buy their boots, right? So, like, we had the other build. What was it? We had this. And that put us at what? 2.4? Backstabber plus whatever, right? You could buy extended mag too if you want, I guess. So then all you would really do is you would just make sure you're always buying sprint boots as well. Because then you can do box runs instead of hitting camps. Like, you just won't hit camps on this character. Also, her attack range is literally tiny in this form. You have to be on them. Like, I'm missing from that distance. This is like fucking 5 meters or less. But yeah, you're pretty much going to have to buy... you're going to want Fleetfoot Enduring on this character. What does that put me at? 2.4? I don't really like this extended mag, I'm going to be honest. In most games, you probably won't need Resto Shot anyway. I think this is probably more reasonable for your investment. Like, Resto Shot should probably just be under situational. I categorize this so it's at least in the right order. I think more likely what you're going to see is like this instead. Oh, Rebuttal has to go in situational too. I think you will buy stamina every game. I think you will buy it every game. And then... So that's 16, 16, 16. So that puts you at 4.8. Would you buy Slowing Bullets then? Maybe we just remove this. And we don't really need Fire Rate, so we'll remove that too. We're gonna trim it down a bit and try to make it a bit more reasonable. Why no K-Dash? Okay, so I was talking about this a bit earlier. First off, she has 2 movement abilities. She has one in her regular form and one in her wolf form. They are super low cooldown. You gain a bajillion fire rate for free just by being a wolf, and it also stacks, which means you're getting big diminishing returns. You have no ammo in wolf form, which means you never need to reload, so the additional ammo does literally nothing. And the amount of bullets that you're going to expend before you transform is literally not going to surpass your need to reload because your 1 reloads your gun for you. Now, she does have 2 stam, which is why we're buying extra stam, but I think that in most cases you are going to be better served just buying Stamina Mastery instead. Because when you are in your wolf form, you want to be able to stay on top of people, and even though you have a second cooldown leap, Stab Mastery just seems to make more sense for the kit. Like, she's going to have enormous diminishing returns on fire rate stacking. The only reason I even put stuff like Fury Trance and Burst Fire in this build is because they provide stuff that she doesn't actually get from her kit in the first place, right? How often can you swap? Baseline, the cooldown of the ult is 22 seconds, and the uptime is 15, which means without any duration, you have like a 70-something% uptime of your ulti. So you're going to be in wolf form all the fucking time. Actually, by default, you will be in wolf form more than you will be in human form as soon as you skill it, as long as you're shooting characters, right? I think it also... Let me save this. I think it also ticks down on its own. Oh, you do get a very little amount from hitting creeps. Yeah. You can see it, like, just barely going up. But when you hit people, like, watch how fast I get it when I hit a person. Let's, all right, make cooldown's not on, right? So I shoot this guy once, I reload, I throw a bullet, I'm already transformed. I'm just already transformed. It decays without attacking something? Right, but my point is, like, this character is not going to farm the woods, ever. You're going to sit in lane, you're going to shoot at people who walk at you, you're going to bullet them and jump in and deal 1 billion burst damage, turn into a wolf, and then you're going to just fucking occupy the lane and hit boxes. This character has got to be like the worst camp hitter in the entire game. Like, even worse than Drifter. Whoop.
I'll do what I gotta do. Big mistake.
But yeah, this character literally cannot farm neutrals. She can farm the lane fine, but she can't farm neutrals. Thinking she's mid? I mean...
They won't escape me. A little too close, pal.
Okay, so the cooldown does trigger when you're out. Which could make... Maybe... no, actually that's not... Maybe cooldown's better than duration.
It's happening.
Yeah, cooldown might be better than duration. Because the other thing that cooldown will allow is it will make sure your abilities are actually up when you get out of your wolf form, which duration will not do. Duration will just make it so you're in wolf form for longer. I'm gonna add cooldown instead.
I'm on it. Oh god, not again.
But yeah, if you read her ulti, it's kind of like Yam ult in a way, where, okay, it's like kind of better Yam ult in a lot of ways. So you get 35 spirit resist, 35 bullet resist with just 1 point. The baseline ability just gives you a bajillion health, and you just get 80 fire rate for being in the form in the first place. And then the second point gives you like an additional 3 MS. So if you I honestly don't know if you would actually 2-point this. I think with Enduring, Fleet, and the 3 movement speed, you're pretty much already at the diminishing return threshold for movement speed. So I could easily see this ability being a 1-pointer for a while. And plus, Entangling Bola is ridiculous as an ability. So, like, you hit this thing, and it's just minus 45% movement speed. They can't move, they can't jump, they can't use mobility skills. It's like slowing Hex. And it, like, at the 2-point, it's 2.25 seconds, and then the 3rd point is Ricochet. It's like Searing Chains, basically, if you guys played Dota. I think you have to put points into this. Yeah, like 2-1-2, then what do we max first? It's probably just Entangling Bola. I'm curious to know what the seek range is on this, though. Like, how far does it actually reach? That's pretty far. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Wait, why can't it spawn another one? Am I cooked?
I'll tangle him up.
Wait, why did it hit the first time and not that time?
You're going.
Is it based on my distance?
You shouldn't have pushed me.
Interesting. So it seems like it's seek range around where you are, not where the target is that you hit. Yeah, because if I shoot him from way back here, it's just a one-man, but if I get close and I shoot it, it's three. Okay, so the seek range is just, I guess, based on, yeah, where you're standing, which means if I do it like this, it should hit those three, yeah.
Things are about to get real.
And it seems to also prioritize the closest target, so... yeah, it's just around you. Whack. Whack. Oh, that's a big-ass AoE, what the fuck?
Bowler's out.
Can I hit all three this way? Yeah, I can. Okay. So where you're standing relative to the targets matters, and how close you are in proximity also matters.
This is about to get messy.
Those attacks are affected by the AoE increases. I don't think it would be affected by AoE. I mean, maybe. I can test it really fast. Greater expansion. Oh, it is, I think. Actually, that one might be too close. Nah, it would. I think it would not jump to the back.
Time to let out the beast.
Yeah, I think it does work. Whee! Okay, I don't think it works on the leap, though. It definitely works on the swipe. But it does not work on the leap.
Rifles up.
So yeah, another character that you're gonna have to pretty much buy slowing hex against every single game.
I'll hunt them. They asked for this. They won't escape me.
I wanna see what my cooldowns are when I get out of this form. Yeah, cooldown is better than duration for sure. My abilities are always up every single time. Oh wait, I have this on still. I'm a fucking idiot. Let's let this wear off. Let me get this. Okay, so basically, like, it's the same shit, right? You just fucking, you go in, you hit your bap, you throw your bowl or whatever. Oh, it's on cooldown. I gotta wait a few seconds. Okay, so that's off.
Ready to open fire. You're about to have a real bad day.
Okay, yeah, it does make sure they're back up when you exit. And I do think AoE pretty much confirm works on this ability. What's the escape? You have two dashes. You have boot kick, and then when you're in the other form,
I'll tangle them up.
like you can just dash back like this if you want.
It's under control.
Seems inty? Not really. You can definitely get out on this character. You're also buying stamina every game, probably, so... I don't know, I think this character is going to be quite hard to catch, to be honest. Because, like, she not only has 2 different escapes, like, she has this, and then she has Bola as well, on top of the escapes.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, you also get healed a lot when you get into ult form, and you also gain HP on top, so it's like a double effect. Also, it seems like just jumping on them sends you further than actively trying to leap away. Can you dash up? Probably. Yeah, you can dash up. Like I said, you have to buy Slowing Hex against this character. If you don't, it's just going to be a fucking nightmare. Yeah, you just need Slowing Hex every game on every character these days, because they nerfed movement speed into the ground for no reason, but they give every new character they add a way to literally just hop on top of a building in a single bound. It's one of those dev choices that I just really don't agree with at all, and hopefully they just revert it, but who knows if they will. This character will probably be quite strong, though.